Danger on the edge, no time to breathe. A shoulder tweak turns into a game-week fire drill. The clip of our rookie quarterback getting buried for an 8-yard loss is everywhere. But the real shockwave is exploding inside their pass rush room right now. Snap counts shifting. Treatment tables filling. Second opinions pending. Monday night against Baltimore closing fast. This is not rumor mill noise. This is the kind of physical reality that flips game plans and exposes depth charts. If you're a Bears fan who refuses to accept that Week 2 scoreline defines September, lock in, because this is the exact window where smart teams steal momentum. Back. Here's what we're going to do today without spoiling the punchline up front. We'll map how one violent snap reshapes their defensive rotation. Show you why the next opponent is a stress test for a tender shoulder. Lay out the chessboard for our staff at Hollis Hall. And deliver a step-by-step plan to convert half seconds into first downs. We'll talk mechanics, calendar pressure, and locker room psychology. Stay with me to the end. You'll walk out with a blueprint. You're watching Bears News. Fan Report, the voice of Navy and Orange that doesn't tap out at 0 o'clock. If you live for hard analysis with Fan Heartbeat, subscribe right now, hit the like, and send this to that friend who only watches highlights and misses the story. Context first. The scoreboard says 52-21 at Ford Field, their loud home opener, and it stings. But the NFL is a league of extremes, pain on one sideline, price on the other. They delivered their identity, pressure, swagger, violence in space. Then the bill came due. Midway through the third quarter, after our rookie got smashed to the turf for -8, the camera cut away and something changed. Helmets on, heads down, a number missing from the huddle. Trainers busy. Sideline energy slipping from "we're rolling" to "what did that cost us?" Here's the news. Plain and clean. Their edge rusher Marcus Davenport exited with a shoulder injury in the third quarter after already dealing with an ankle issue earlier. Their head coach said they're still evaluating, waiting on second opinions, and he can't say if Davenport will be ready for Monday Night Football in Baltimore. That is confirmed. Also real, Aiden Hutchinson took a shot, felt sore, and was described as all right. Guard Christian Mahogany left late with something they believe will be okay. These are the facts. Now, what's beyond the podium quotes is the part we can exploit legally and ruthlessly, because football is a biomechanics business disguised as a thievelessly gladiator sport, a compromised shoulder for a pass. Rusher isn't a line on an injury report. It's a throttle governor. Dip and rip loses bite. Long arm power loses lockout. Bull rush fizzles at contact. Even if Davenport suits up on a snap count, his first strike timing and finish torque change. That compounds across series. Fewer winning reps, more third and manageable for us, and more oxygen for our playbook. And if they patch the hole by boosting snaps to the opposite edge, your rotation fatigue spikes by the middle of the third quarter. That's where a steady dose of rhythm throws, motion late in the cadence, and screen timing becomes a sledgehammer. Don't wait until the fourth to test it. Press the joint early and make them chase angles. Now add the calendar pressure cooker. Baltimore on a short emotional week under the lights, against one of the league's smartest stress tests for edges with sore joints. The Ravens will force edges to wrong arm, chase counters, and transition from vertical rush to lateral scrape. That's misery for a tender shoulder. If Davenport is limited or if he's active, but playing at 80%, the likelihood of hidden yardage for Baltimore goes up. And suddenly the narrative out of Monday can swing from dominance continues to depth. Questions. Narrative doesn't stay in pressers. It leaks into call sheets, substitution patterns, and risk tolerance. That's the psychological leverage we want waiting for them after Baltimore. So what's the move at Hollis Hall? Step 1. Rescaffold pass protection with intent, not fear. We do not chip every snap and shrink our root tree that's playing into their hands. Instead, vary the first 2 downs. Quick game with true RPO constraints. Orbit motion to force edges to declare contain versus. Squeeze. and half roll looks to alter launch points without cutting the field in half. Step 2. Bully their substitute edge with information load. Late motion, stack release switches, and condensed splits that punish poor leverage. Make him read instead of teeing off. Step 3. Carry a 6OL package for red zone in the 4-minute drill to pound their rotation when it's gassed. If Davenport can't anchor bull rush or can't lock out on the edge with that shoulder, we steal vertical displacement and grind clock dot zoom out to Hutchinson. He's all right, is better than the alternative, but soreness on a Monday becomes stiffness on a Tuesday and only tells the truth by Thursday. Even a fully active Hutchinson, who's 5% down on explosion, changes his rush arc, which is an invitation to trap, wham, and misdirection. If he gears down to protect himself, our counters and screens hit bigger because pursuit angles soften. On the interior, if Mahogany's week becomes a pitch count practice week, stunts and twists get messy. That's where simulated pressures show 6. Rush 4 force protection calls that isolate the shoulder-managed edge one-on-one. Again, exploit their management plan, not the player. Let's talk mechanics on our rookie. The sack clip looks brutal, but it also tells us what to reframe. He needs a rhythm series early, mirrored out, slant flat, speed out from a tight split, arrow choice to the back 1-2, ball out. With that, we turn their pass rush into a run fit. Edges hesitate, windows open, linebackers take half steps. Then boom call the first shot, not from a static pocket, but off hard play action, with a max protect look that sells run. If Davenport plays, make him set the edge 3 snaps in a row, then attack the space he should have compressed on snap 4. Football is conditioning with a scoreboard. The Baltimore factor matters, because it pre-tired their front before they see us again. Lamar's offense forces edge discipline. Even watching tape of it drains your legs. If Monday becomes a 65-snap night with long third-quarter drives, their coaching staff will come out of it preaching availability and caution. That's our green light to push tempo late in halves, steal penalties with hard counts, and force substitution chaos with personnel shifts. If their answer is to go safer with 4-man rush and softer zones, our answer is patience and YAC. If they stay aggressive, we run right at the shoulder with duo and hammer split flow to punish. Over pursuit. Let me be crystal about fact. V, speculation. Facts. Davenport left with a shoulder. Injury in the third quarter after ankle issues earlier. The coach said evaluations are ongoing, second opinions are coming, and availability for Monday is unknown. Hutchinson was sore but considered okay. Mahogany left late. They believe he'll be fine. Speculation. How limited Davenport will be if active, whether soreness further reduces burst for Hutchinson, and how their rotation holds up under Baltimore's stress followed by a short reset. Our strategic claims rest on those reasonable assumptions, not wishful thinking. Emotionally, Sunday hurt. Seeing our rookie folded under a tidal wave is the kind of image rivals replay gleefully. Fine, save it. Remember it. Now weaponize it. The same hit that fed their hype machine may be the one that forces them into snap counts, pain management, and rotation compromises. That's not schadenfreude. That's the cold math of this league. You don't wish injuries on anyone, but you absolutely plan around who's at full strength and who's not, because the next 3 weeks shape seedings. Jobs and narratives. Our defense must match the tone. If their offense inherits longer fields because their pass rush can't create negative plays on schedule, our coordinators must cash in, squeeze run lanes on early downs, win the field position game, and force them to chase. Complementary football isn't a cliche when the enemy edge is a question mark. Every first down we stack is another treatment block on their rehab schedule. Every tempo burst is another lactic acid spike in their legs. Every well-timed screen is another reason for their staff to call safe instead of attack next series. I want to hear you. Bears Nation. If you're calling plays this week, how do you punish a pass rush dealing with a star's shoulder evaluation? Do you lean heavier into motion in RPO or hammer duo until the dam cracks? Do you tempo them late in quarters or slow cook them with huddle variants? Drop your plan in the comments and call your shot. This is our War Room. My take. Do not count on anyone being out. Plan for Davenport to play and assume he's not 100%. Attack the edge with pace, misdirection, and changeups. Then land the explosives only after you've made them breathe through a straw. Respect Hutchinson's motor, but make him tackle from tough angles for 4 quarters. Keep our rookie in rhythm and get the ball out fast until their fronts are second-guessing. That's how you flip a viral sack into a winning week. The scoreboard embarrassed us. The calendar just handed us a lever. Pull it.